Hello, welcome back to another episode of, well, whatever this series is called. Episode number 9 here in my single player Let's Play solo series of sustainability. My name is Captain Jentle, and today, well, we've made some expansions. Let me show you here on the map real quick. Boop. So, we have a nice bridge running across from our farms over towards this island here. And we have plotted out a couple buildings. Let's go look at them. So here's our nice bridge that kind of runs its way over the water here. Got a little bit of reinforcement wall here. Kind of cuts through these mangrove trees. Oh, I still don't like designing palm trees. I don't like the looks of these at all. It looks asymmetrical and everything. Mangrove trees, I love them. Palm trees, not so much. Anyways, I have placed the outlines here of what I want to be a bee honey farm right here on the edge of this land. And up here, I think we'll put our first librarian villager. I kind of want to flatten this land a little bit, or maybe not flatten in it, but cut into it a little bit. I took away all the trees, and I found after the trees were gone, it's still very hilly. So, let's get to work on that. Now, I can't actually get my fabric to work correctly for me right now, so what we're going to do is we're not going to time-lapse this. I'm just going to show you some clips as we go along. My thought is this yellow section here is going to be a bee farm, so I'm trying to figure out how I want to set this into the ground. I don't want to completely remove the terrain, so I'm thinking if we level it off here, we can build on top of this hill, and it'll still preserve some of the landscape while maintaining a elevated building. Yeah, that should work. Okay, I like the idea of this building being on stilts, kind of like elevated above the terrain, but still kind of a part of the terrain, like it's built on top of this hill rather than dug into the side of the hill. We shaved back a little bit of it to flatten it out, make a little more room. But this is actually going to require that we have some form of wall, maybe even a ramp. I was thinking cobblestone. But that means we need to get rid of the blocks behind it. Alright, I'm kind of liking this feel. It feels somewhat like a seaside dock with like a seawall here built up. And then a nice gradual ramp up to a little balcony. And then the rest of the farm's going to be right in here. I don't know how to make the rest of the place feel like it's still on stilts. Because this retaining wall idea I wasn't entirely thinking I'd follow all the way around. Let's try something. Oh. Hello! Wait. We come in peace first. What do you got? Why must I always do this? Well, now that we got that taken care of, let's try and complete this. Progress report. It's bigger than I thought it would be. However, I wanted to give it like a beach house feel. Like it's built up on the side of the sand, and it's protected if the shore came in. I did end up digging out some of the bottom here. And once we get the walls in, it's kind of a little bit smaller than I was thinking. But it will work. I want to get a roof on it, similar to the roof we have over there with the oak and then the kelp blocks. And I think maybe it'll feel like it fits better once we do that. Well, I wouldn't call it done, but we have made substantial progress. I guess this is the bees' house? No, that's very bad. You can't combine bees and beach. Anyways, it's not too big on the inside here, so we need to be cautious of that. However, the full way around is built up on the existing terrain, so it maintains some of that vanilla Minecraft terrain, and then it's built up on its kind of supporting platforms. I did dig out, after I said I wouldn't do it, I dug out all of this. I'm not sure why, but we needed a border to keep these flush. So maybe that'll be a basement. Need to work out the windows and some details and decorations. But I'd say for the most part, this is pretty close to done. I'm thinking maybe we put honeycombs up here on these pillars to kind of signify it is a bee house once we get those going. And maybe put a fireplace, what are they called? Fire pits up here to make some smoke. But we have the same roof design as we have over there, with the oak and then the dried kelp. I am of course curious to see how it looks on our map, and it looks like a building. Interesting. Okay, that's kind of a cool curve there. It's an interesting shape for sure. And it fills up this peninsula a little more. Not too bad. We'll need a path, probably snaking up around that retaining wall to that door. Maybe a dock on one of these two sides here. Cool. Alright, so we are going to build for the bees. And I've sped up the footage a little bit here, but we're building a single bee honey harvester. Automated by redstone. I got the little redstone lamp there to help show when it harvests. And then we're going to put some more down here in the basement. We put them down in the basement. We can still access and service them. They just don't take up as much space. And the room upstairs isn't very big for redstone. So we're putting in some hoppers which will automatically filter everything into a single chest here. It is nighttime, so moment of truth. I'll go get the beehives, put them in, and the bees don't like to come out at night. So it gives us a little bit of working room here. We could put trapdoors to lock the bees in, and once we're ready, let them out. I said let them out. Welp, there are no bees. So naturally, I went exploring. And while I didn't find any more bees, because there are definitely no bees, I did enjoy a beautiful sunset. I genuinely thought that there were bees in these beehives, and it's going to cause quite of an issue if we are unable to fill those hives with bees, because we need to make more. We can make more using wood and honeycombs. But if we can't make honeycombs, this is our chest here. If we can't make honeycombs, we'll never be able to fill these back here. And we'll have slow production, but I guess it's already slow. Granted, we have no bees. So that's a little disappointing. I'll continue searching. I know I saw some over there, but when I went and looked the second time, there were none, so until then, I guess we move on to another project. What the project is, I'm not quite sure. Well, hello there. It looks like I took a little pause in making YouTube videos. No, I'm kidding. I don't even know what that is. I'm just living sustainably on this island, and someone's decided to move in. Hello? No windows yet. Oh, there's a front door. Hold up, sorry. Hello? May we come in? Anybody home? Still under construction. Alright, we'll come back later. I need to come with a gift or something for whoever that's going to be. Does look pretty magnificent though. And after a large amount of time, we have, well, I guess they all just went back into their hives, bees! Oh, it took so long, but I managed to breed up some bees. They're actually producing honeycomb in this one. This one has a fireplace, so I could share if I want. This one, no fireplace, so just decor. But if we come down here, yoink, walk over here, 9 honeycomb! And all the kelp I've been farming. So, we can now take that 9 honeycomb and do one of 2 things. For starters, we can make a honeycomb block. Very important. But, we make some more planks. We can make some beehives. So we don't have enough planks, so let's just go ahead and click, 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 click. There we go, 3 beehives. And like that, we are expanding our honey production here. Just about full with the bees and these 3 here, which means we need more bee housing. And like that, we can house 12 more bees down here. So we'll get some flowers and finish the decor around here and get this one set up to produce even more honeycomb. And then, of course, nothing is as entertaining as going to bed with a bunch of bees, only for all of them to pop out at the same time in the morning. Broop. Oh, look at them all. We've now filled up all of our bees up here. Let's get some of them going. You know what they say about the birds and the bees. Give them a flower and more show up. Alright, you all, you're good, you're good, you're good. Whoops. Thank you. So, now any bees that we produce through this breeding will not have a home up here. Instead, we'll have to move them downstairs to produce more honeycomb. And of course, we can't forget the good old bottle of honey as well. Be our guest, be our guest, put our honey to the test. But in all seriousness, thank you for being my guest. We made lots of progress today making our honey farm and our honeycomb farm. We found some bees, which was harder to do than you might think. Save the bees, enjoy nature, and we'll see ya in the next episode.
Be our guest, put our honey to the test. Like and subscribe as we end out the show. Honey bee, honey pot, honey bun, honey